Okay, we are now in our chapter 5, and the title is
Conflict management. The root of all conflict is control, said Anonymous. And conflict cannot survive without your participation, said by Wayne Dyer. Yeah, there's a picture here that
he
says
wants to show you.
the wife says,
His way or my way?
husband, her way or my way. Yeah.
So, the gist of this whole chapter is the one that we just read about the root of all conflict is control. We will know what is the root of the problem. That's why a lot of conflicts are happening in marriages or any relationships. So, do you know the reasons why some men do not want to go home early? Bakit daw maraming mga lalaki kahit tapos na ang trabaho sa opisina ay hindi pa umuuwi ng bahay? Ano sa tingin nyo ang dahilan? Gimik muna? Gagala muna? Bisyo muna? Bakit ba ayaw pa niyang umuwi? Ayaw niya kasing makita ang asawang bungangera. Ano pa ang ibang dahilan? Ito ang sagot ng ibang lalaking nakausap namin. Sir, ayaw ko munang umuwi ng bahay. Bakit? Kasi pagod na pagod ako sa kakatrabaho. Pero, pagdating ng bahay ay lalo pa akong napapagod. Sir, ang gulo-gulo ng mga bata. Pangalawa, ang ingay ng asawa ko. So, anong ginagawa mo? Nagpapagabi ako. Bakit? Kasi by the time na umuwi ako, tulog na ang mga bata. Pagod na din ang asawa ko. Kaya pag uwi ko, mayroon ng katahimikan. Sabi ng isang lalaki, Sir, ayaw ko munang umuwi ng bahay pagkatapos magtrabaho. Bakit naman? Kasi sir, ang bahay namin parang impyerno. Bakit parang impyerno? Kasi, sir, pag uwi ko, may makikita akong babaeng demonyo at mga batang demonito at demonita. At sir, pag uwi ko, parating na ang lalaking demonyo. Bakit? Kasi nakatara kami sa impyerno. Mayroon bang bahay na impyerno? Ibahin natin ang tanong. Do you know the reason why some other men are so excited to go home early? Bakit daw yung ibang lalaki excited na umuwi? Why? Bakit? Ang sabi ng isang lalaki, malamang bagong kasal, o kaya may bagong baby, o may bagong yaya. Ay, mali. Sabi ng isang lalaki, gustong magpahinga. Ang sarap magpahinga sa bahay namin kasi sir, ang bahay namin ay parang langit. Pag uwi ko, may makikita akong babaeng anghel at mga batang anghelito at anghelita. At pagdating ko sir, parating na ang lalaking anghel kasi ang bahay namin ay parang langit. Mayroon bang bahay na langit? So ito ang tanong ko. Ang bahay na inuuwian nyo, langit o impyerno? Magpakatotoo kayo. Dalawa daw ang pinakamalaking kasalanan sa mundo. Ang lokohin mo ang ibang tao o lokohin mo ang iyong sarili. Pwede ba huwag nyo kaming lokohin? Pwede ba huwag nyong lokohin ang sarili nyo? Uulitin namin ang tanong. Sumagot ng maayos. Ang bahay na inuuwian mo, langit o impyerno? Comment down below. Kung ang sagot nyo ay langit, bad news. Wala kang solusyon kasi wala ka namang problema. Kung ang sagot nyo ay impyerno, good news. May ituturo kaming solusyon sa inyong problema. Ang hirap sa mag-asawa, hindi nagpapakatotoo. Ibahin naman natin ang problema. Pag-usapan naman natin ng trabaho. Do you know the reason why some employees hate going to the office? Bakit may mga empleyado na parang ayaw pumasok sa opisina? Tinatamad o ayaw makita ang boss? Mayroong kaming dating participant na nagsabing, Sir, kung minsan parang ayaw kong pumasok ng opisina. Kasi sir, ang opisina namin ay parang impyerno. Kasi maraming demonyo, demonyita. Hindi kami ang nagsabi niyan, ha? Punta naman tayo sa kabilang side. Do you know the reasons why some other employees are so excited to go to the office? Bakit daw? May mga empleyadong excited na excited pumasok sa trabaho. Kasi sir, nandoon si boyfriend, nandun si crush. Ang sabi ng isang participant namin, Sir, kaya ako excited pumasok kasi sa opisina namin ay maraming anghel na bababang lipad. You understand that?
Angels that fly low.
It's like a prostitute.
Oh, okay. No, I just missed that.
Ang susunod naming tanong, ang pinapasukan nyong kumpanya, langit o impyerno, kailangan magpakatotoo kayo. Hindi nyo masusolusyonan ang isang problema, hindi nyo kayang tanggapin. You cannot solve your problems until you accept you have a problem. Sabi ng isa naming participant, ang opisina po namin ay purgatorio. Ang tanong ko, purgatorio pala, bakit ka pumapasok? Ang sagot niya, mas maganda na po ito dahil galing ako sa impyerno. Ay nako! Subukan nating solusyonan ang problemang ito. Unang tanong, bakit maraming tao ang malungkot? Ano ba ang dahilan kung bakit maraming tao na ay malungkot? Ano ba ang dahilan kung bakit maraming tao ay malungkot? The usual answers that we receive ay kasi may problema. O di naman kaya wala, or kulang sa pera. Kung ikaw ang tatanungin, do you agree na problema o pera ang nagpapalungkot sa tao? So comment down below. What is your answer? Do you agree with this? Why are people becoming sad? Especially in relationships. Is it because of money or because of problems? Do you agree or disagree? Have you become sad in our marriage?
No, just sad in terms of if I am not providing for the family. Yeah. Let's say the money is small. Then it's like, oh. Then it's like, oh, what can I do? What can I do? And especially when, let's say you have another one coming, like, oh, another child. And then he said, oh, I remember I told you, oh, I need a second job. I need 3 jobs. And you didn't want me to get job, let's say a second job or a third job. But, God made it work. Like just one job, and also, yeah, made it up in terms of, I think when you put your issues or problems to God, it's like, oh, I think He gives you relief in a way. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, leave things to God. I think it's gonna be. He will help you or guide you, like what, and give you the answers that you need. And if you worry too much, and then that's where you're like, you get confused. You get like, then you get away from God, which is not good. So, I think you just have to be close to God, and if you're straying away, just maybe have somebody tell you, okay, keep on the path, and hang in there and keep afloat. So I think, yeah.
But the question is, do you agree or disagree
About money?
Why people become sad? Is it because
Yeah, I
of
would
problem or because of money problems?
Depends. Could be both. The money could be a problem, so it creates more problems. Sometimes you have more, like there's a song, it's like more money, more problems, right? So sometimes you have a lot of money, and you have more problems that comes your way. So if you have no money, then sometimes people are anxious, and then they want to get things done. Sometimes they don't want to get things done. They just give up, and it's also finding a balance. Managing conflict. There's a conflict. Money is a conflict that you may experience that will affect your thought and your emotions. So it's about managing your conflict or what you're thinking about in terms of about money or about relationships. So I don't know. I think praying helps a lot.
So another question is, bakit nakipag-away ang mga tao? Why do men or people fight? Or why are couples are fighting?
I think they're not getting the answer they want to hear. Yeah. And also expectations. They have an expectation, and if they don't see that expectation come to tuition, they just think, oh, then you just react instead of understand. Just react instead of managing your emotions. You're like you put your defense mechanisms like, no, you're right, no, like then you argue, and then then you both argue because your expectations are not the same. So I think that's one key aspect of problems of argument is expectations. Yeah.
So going back, kung kami ang tatanungin, sabi ng ating author, we disagree. Hindi po kami naniniwalang problema at kakulangan ng pera ang dahilan kung bakit may mga taong malulungkot. Nakakita na ba kayo ng taong maraming pera pero malungkot? Malamang, oo. Nakakita na ba kayo ng taong walang pera pero masaya? Meron din. Nakakita na ba kayo ng taong maraming problema pero masaya pa rin? Meron din. Nakakita na ba kayo ng taong maliit lang ang problema pero malungkot? Therefore, we conclude na walang koneksyon ang pera o problema sa kalungkutan ng tao. Agree or disagree?
Depends.
Before I read this, I was leaning towards your answer. Because I thought that, because of problems, because of money issues. That's why we're having disagreements, why we're being sad. But then again, there are people who are rich, but they're still sad. There are people who are poor, but they are not sad.
Yeah.
Right? Sabi ng isa naming participant, hindi po totoo yan. Paano kung namatayan ka? Hindi ka ba malulungkot? Ang sagot namin ay depende yan. Depende kung sino ang namatay. Paano kung hindi mo naman kaano-ano ang namatay? Paano kung kamag-anak mo ang namatay? Hindi ka malulungkot? Ang sagot namin, depende pa rin. Depende kung mahal nyo o hindi ang kamag-anak nyong namatay. Paano kung ang nanay o tatay mo ang namatay? Hindi ka ba malulungkot? Depende pa rin. Paano kung may malubhang sakit na siya at 1 taon na siyang nahihirapan? Pwede na bang hindi maging malungkot? Sa tingin namin, pwede na. Dahil at least, tapos na ang kanyang paghihirap. Dati, kapag may namamatay, nalulungkot din kami. Until one day, we realized this. Bakit naman kami malulungkot? Namatayan na nga kami. Pinalulungkot pa namin ang aming mga sarili. Simula noong araw na yun, nagkaroon kami ng right perspective. Ano ang right perspective? Tamang pananaw. Kapag namatayan kayo, malulungkot ka ba o sasaya? Pwedeng maging malungkot at pwede ring maging masaya. Pero sino ang mamimili? Ikaw. Ang sarili mo. Wala na tayong magagawa sa nangyari na. But our reaction sa nangyari is within our control. Sabi nila, you cannot control your emotions. Kusang lumalabas yun. Ang sabi naman namin, kung yun ang paniniwala niyong normal, lalabas nga yun. But if you believe that you can control your emotions, then you can control your emotions. May pagkakataon sa buhay na gusto niyong magalit at magwala. Pero maraming tao maaapektuhan at pinili mong hindi na lang magalit. Kung automatic ang emotion, bakit napigilan nyo? Kasi pinili nyong pigilin. Ang paniniwala namin, ang kalungkutan ay pinipili. The same is true with kasiyahan. Pinipili din ito. Kaya pag malungkot kayo, kawawa naman kayo. Pinili niyong maging malungkot. Sabi ng iba, it's an initial reaction na maging malungkot kapag namatay ng mahal sa buhay. Normal daw na maging malungkot. So, ibig bang sabihin, hindi mo piniling maging malungkot? Sino ang pumili na maging malungkot ka? Si nanay? Si tatay? Sino? Paano naman ang healing period? Tanong, ilang araw ang kailangan ng isang tao to heal from the pain? 1 year? 1 month? 1 week? 1 day? 1 hour? 1 minute? Or 1 second? For me, as short as possible. Who will choose how long or how short? Ikaw pa rin. Sarili natin. Kaya, pinili talaga.
Yeah, I agree. It needs to be balanced in a way. Na ano, kasi there's gonna be sadness. Kasi it's like, in the beginning, dapat yung sad, you get very sad for your loss, and then there's time na you can't keep being sad. You can't keep, kasi you keep thinking na, I don't have this person anymore. Then if it's been going on for many days, even weeks, months I think is too long. Weeks I think it's too long. Like 2 weeks I think will be a little bit long. I think in a way you have to appreciate the good things that person made in your life, and think of that person as the best thing that happened to you or that helped you in terms of being the person you are now. Just the memories, the good memories, and just keep that in your heart and in your mind na yung the person's memory, good memories of you, of him or her, will be instilled in you in a good way. So that person is leaving you with something that is good, as opposed to something that is bad, that you get angry, it's better that the good things that the person left are inside of you. That will keep you going, as opposed to the opposite. So that's my take. And as long as years pass, I would say keep remembering the good things, and that you love that person, and that you always appreciate what they did to you. Yeah.
So I think I would agree as well that it's up to us personally how long would that emotion of sadness would come to place. It's like for you, you said 1 week is already too long,
2 weeks,
right?
I would say. A week would be enough, I would say.
Yeah. But
Being sad.
I don't know, I forgot how long did I became sad when someone so dear to me had passed. And I think it is right that it is always a choice. And at that time when someone so dear to me, like my ex-boyfriend who died from sickness so abruptly, it took me, I don't know, for how many weeks as well. And I don't want to be sad anymore. It's like I need to move on with my life, but I just felt that there is that big boulder that is pressing on to my heart, and I just asked God's help to take it away. And at that instant, when I asked His help to take it away, it just lifted up and it helped me. So I think, yeah, it's a choice. And also, when you are ready to ask God's help, He will surely be there to help you with your sadness. Hindi namin sinasabing masama ang maging malungkot. Ang ibig lang naming sabihin ay pwede namang maging masaya. Bakit nating pipiliing maging malungkot? Kung kalungkutan ang nagpapaganda ng buhay mo, sige, dalasan mong maging malungkot. Pero kung ito ay may masamang epekto sa iyo, bawas-bawasan mo ang pagiging malungkot. Sadness has lots of effects in our body. It is an energy sapper which makes people very sensitive. When you are sad, you are emotionally spent or exhausted. You are confused and your mind becomes cloudy. Its negative effects on your overall health include constipation, diarrhea, chest pain, dry mouth, back pain, fatigue, headache, high blood pressure, and heart palpitation. Sadness affects appetite too. A lot of sad people have eating disorders. Prolonged sadness can lead to anxiety and depression. If you allow sadness to dominate your other emotions for long periods, it can grow worse, which may lead to anxiety.
Do you want to say when I see a bill? A mail? A bill in the mail?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Whenever he gets mail and he sees bills, well, instead of being so sad or so angry that he got his bills, he would be just so ecstatic. He will be so happy.
Yeah.
And we thought that there's good news
No,
that he found in the mail, but it's his bill because he needs to pay it. And when I always see him do that, I see that, oh yeah, we need to praise God for the bill because we have money to pay the bill.
Yes, I love bills. Except Bill.
Yeah.
Bills. No, okay. This one bill.
Bakit nakikipag-away ang tao? Ang sagot namin ay pinili. Ang sabi ng iba, hindi totoo yan. Ako yung tao na hindi mahilig makipag-away pero napaaway ako. Bakit anong nangyari? Sir, galing ako ng opisina. Pagod na pagod ako. Napadaan ako sa kanto. May lasing. Sabi ng lasing, pre. Tagay naman, pre. Ang sabi ko, pre, sorry, pagod na pagod ako. Gusto ko nang magpahinga. Pre, hindi pwede. Hindi makakadaan dito hanggat hindi tumatagay. So yun, sir. Pinakausapan ko tapos umalis na ako. Ano nangyari? Binatukan ba naman ako? So anong nangyari? Sir, binatukan ko rin pabalik. Pero hindi ko pinili makipag-away. Siya ang nagsimula ng away. Ang problema, marami palang kasama. Ayun, nabugbog ako. Ang punto, kaibigan, pinili nyo yan. Sana, hindi nyo na lang pinatulan ng taong lasing. Kung hindi nyo pinatulan, may away ba? Wala. Mayroon lang na batukan. If I were in the same situation, here is what I would do. Titingnan ko kung marami bang kasama. Utak! Kapag maraming kasama, takbo na! Kung walang kasama, titingnan ko kung malaki. Pag mas malaki sa akin, takbo ulit! Mahirap na laban yan. Kung maliit na at payatot pa, yan! Takbo pa rin. Ang paniniwalang itinuro sa akin ng nanay ko, ang pumatol sa siraulo, mas siraulo. Ang pumatol sa lasing ay mas lasing. Kasi ang away ay pinipili.
I think running is the best defense.
No, tell your story when you were got bullied by someone in your grade something.
Yeah, it was which one? I have a few bullies. A big bully and there's like a skinny, small bully.
The big bully.
Oh, that one when I go to school. Oh yeah. This is high school and I'm walking, and every day, every morning I go have my uniform, um, and then this guy, I don't know, maybe he's older than me, and he's walking his maybe little brother to school against. So I'm walking. He's walking against me, so I have to meet him every morning. And then I think every morning, not every morning, I think he goes like this, like that. It's like trying to like, what do you call that? It's like
Trying to scare you.
yeah, yeah. And then so when someone's like that, it's like you're like this, right? So, and then what I did is like, oh, I can't keep. Sometimes I cross the street the next just to not see him or not be in the same sidewalk. So what I do is every time I see him, maybe we're like 10 feet away, we're gonna meet. Okay, so I would actually instead of crossing the street because I was tired of crossing and then going back, I would spit on the ground on the sidewalk, like on the edge. Yeah. So I look at him like 10 feet away, huh, and I walk. So every time, every morning, so I see him, he would like see me, look at him, and then spit on the on the sidewalk. So maybe he thought I had a saliva issue. But no, I did it. So I was like, because when I see that, it's like, oh, that's kind of rude. Uh, if I was the other person, so he didn't bother me after that. So I stopped. So I didn't have saliva issues anymore. But that's what I did instead of fighting and running away, because I can't run away because I'll be running away from school. So the other way. So I had to face my problem without fists, but with saliva. So that's what I did. Yeah, it worked well. No bruises. It's just saliva on the concrete. So
In the street.
yeah.
Ako ay yung taong walang kaaway. Ibig sabihin ba nun na walang galit sa akin? Hindi. Malamang may mga taong ring galit sa akin. Pero wala akong kaaway. Dahil hindi naman ako galit sa kanila. Ibig sabihin, may galit, pero wala ang away. Dahil hindi naman ako galit sa kanila. Ibig sabihin, may galit, pero walang away. Alam nyo, kahit may taong galit sa amin, patuloy pa rin kaming nagmamahal. Pinadadalhan namin ng gift kapag Pasko at birthday nila. You might ask kung bakit pinadadalhan pa ng gift. Galit nga sa amin. Kasi, siya lang naman ang galit. Kami hindi. And it's also said in Matthew 5:44, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Here is another scenario told us by one of our seminar participants. Sir, nung isang araw pag uwi ko sa bahay, ayaw ko naman makipag-away. Ang problema, ang kulit-kulit ng asawa ko. Ganito ang nangyari. Umuwi ako ng gabi dahil nag-overtime ako. Hindi ako nakapag-text kay Mrs. kasi nalobat ako. Ano ka ba? Hindi ka man lang tumawag, ni text wala? So pinagbigyan ko siyang magalit. Dada siya ng dada. Ang problema, sir, ilang oras na ang lumipas, hindi pa tumitigil. Gigil na ako. Di na ako nakapagtimpi, kaya pinatulan ko na. Nag-away kami. Pero sir, hindi ko pinili makipag-away. Ang sabi ko, pinili mo yan. Kung hindi mo pinatulan ng asawa mo, may away ba? Wala. Mayroon lang maingay. Kapag may maingay ba, may away? Wala. Paingayin mo lang siya. Mapapagod din yun. Mga lalaki, huwag niyong sabihin na hindi niyo piniling makipag-away sa asawa niyo kasi pwede namang hindi patulan si Mrs. May away ba? Wala. Sino ang pinakamadalas niyong awayin? Asawa? Kapag walang asawa, kapatid, si nanay, si tatay, si ate, kuya, sino pa? Kaibigan, si boyfriend, si girlfriend, si best friend, si classmate? Next question. Bakit mo inaaway ang iyong asawa o ang mga mahal nyo sa buhay? Kaya kayo nag-aaway dahil may dahilan. At hindi nyo masusolusyonan ang problema kung hindi nyo alam ang dahilan ng inyong problema. Always go to the root of the problem. Halimbawa, kung gusto nyong patayin ang puno, ano ang dapat gawin? Puputol-putulin nyo na lang ba ang mga sanga? Eto, tubo ulit yan. Gusto nyong matigil ang pagtubo? Uproot the tree. Tanggalin nyo ang ugat. Pag ginawa nyo ito, wala na. Mamamatay na ang puno.
Or vinegar. Vinegar.
Well, it's the same thing. You kill the root.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, taking it out, you put vinegar.
In the same manner, ito ang madalas nating gawin. Kapag may problema, madalas ay tinatanggalan lang natin ng dahon, bunga at sanga o kaya naman tinatapyas lang natin ang puno. But we are not solving the source of the problem. We need to get to the root. Ano ba ang dahilan ng ating pag-aaway? Balikan nyo ang huling away ninyo mag-asawa. Madali namang balikan yon kasi kaninang umaga lang nangyari. Di ba may mga paborito kayong pag-awayan? Ano ba madalas yung pinag-aawayan? Ang bagal kumilos, late gumising, hindi pinatay ang ilaw, hindi tinakpan ng toothpaste at iba pa. So, bakit kayo nag-away? Kasi may ginawang mali ang asawa nyo. Honey, wag mo nang gagawin yan ha. Mali yan. Bakit mo pinagsabihan ang asawa mo? Kasi may mali siyang nagawa. As marriage counselors, inaral naming mabuti kung bakit ba nag-aaway ang mga mag-asawa. Based on our observation, ito ay dahil pinilit. Malinaw ba? Next question. Bakit pinili niyong awayin ang asawa niyo o ang mahal niyo sa buhay? Ito ang sagot dahil mahal niyo sila. Siguro ang tanong ninyo, mahal ko pala siya. Bakit ko siya inaaway? Ang sagot namin dito ay, kaya mo siya inaaway ay dahil nga mahal mo siya. Kadalasan ang pinagmumula ng away ay dahil mahal mo ang asawa mo. Let's take this example. Kapag may maling ginawa ang asawa nyo, normally, you would talk to him or her. Ang tanong, bakit? Dahil gusto mo siyang magbago. Dahil mahal mo siya. Ano ang resulta kapag sinusubukan mo siyang baguhin? Away. Kasi ang tingin niya, tama siya. Ikaw ang mali. Dagdagan pa natin. Bakit kayo nag-aaway ng inyong anak? May maling ginawa ang anak nyo. Anong gagawin mo? Pagsasabihan mo. Yung anak mo, sasama ang loob kasi tingin niya, tama ang ginawa niya. Ano ang resulta? Away. So, bakit kayo nag-aaway? Kasi mahal mo? So, sa palagay mo, paano maiwasan ang away? Ganito ba? Simula sa araw na ito, huwag ka nang magmahal. Kapag hindi niyo mahal ang asawa niyo at may ginawa siyang mali, hindi mo na siya pagsasabihan. Hindi na siya magagalit sa iyo. May away pa ba? Wala na. So, mula sa araw na ito, huwag niyong mahalin ang mga mahal niyo sa buhay. Habang tinuturo namin ito, sabi ng isa naming participant, Sir, Ma'am, hindi naman yun ang gusto ko eh. Pwede bang nagmamahal at walang away? Pwede ba yun? Pwede. At yan ang ituturo namin sa inyo. Paano magmahal pero walang away.